What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me at DMAC_LA. Be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. For all the latest Dodgers news and rumors, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and I want all your takes down below in the comments section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comments section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. What's going on, Dodgers Nation? So the winter meetings has definitely not delivered like we'd expected it to. It is not the same buzz. It's been underwhelming. It's definitely been a snore fest at times. Now, there are teams that have made some moves. The Chicago White Sox, they traded for Lance Lynn. They signed Adam Eaton. Then you have the Angels making the trade for Iglesias. It looks like McCann's going to sign with the New York Mets. When it comes to the Los Angeles Dodgers, it has been quiet. And when it comes to the Dodgers, that could mean something's happening. You know how Andrew Friedman likes to operate. He only speaks when it's time to say checkmate. When it's time to get that deal done, to make that move, that's when you hear from Andrew Friedman. Now, the question is, are they considering signing Trevor Bauer, the most coveted free agent pitcher this offseason? He's been linked to the Dodgers in the past. He said himself that one day he wants to be a Los Angeles Dodger. He went to UCLA. You know his backstory. But in recent weeks, you haven't heard too much about Trevor Bauer and the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's been linked to the Mets, the Angels, the Padres. The Mets owner, Stephen Cohen, is worth $14 billion. There's a lot of talk that he's going to open up that checkbook. There's also rumors that they're deciding between signing George Springer and Trevor Bauer. So there's probably some internal debates as to who they're going to sign. Now, when it comes to Trevor Bauer and the Los Angeles Dodgers, like I said, not a lot of rumors of late. But today on Jomboy's podcast, Talkin Baseball, they had a guest on. His name was Ken Rosenthal. So when it comes to MLB insiders, it doesn't get bigger than Ken Rosenthal. And they asked him, hey, where do you think Trevor Bauer is going to sign this offseason? And his prediction was the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I have a different team.
Okay.
Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers.
Now, do you think they'll get him on a short contract, kind of high money, shorter years?
I have no idea, John Boy. I'm completely guessing as it is. But I would imagine if it was the Dodgers, that is the kind of deal it would be. That's the kind of deal they generally prefer. I just see him being in a big market. He obviously is mindful of his profile. He wants to do things to promote the game, promote players. And what better place to do it than LA or New York, for that matter?
So Ken Rosenthal, I'm always going to be a fan of Ken Rosenthal. He broke the story in The Athletic to trash the Trastros and expose the Asterisk. So I'm always going to be a fan of him for that. But for him to go on a podcast, Talkin Baseball, one of the most listened to baseball podcasts in the game, and shoot his shot and say Trevor Bauer is going to sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers, I definitely think it means something. I don't think he would just throw that out there, even if it's just subconsciously. He feels a strong vibe that the Dodgers and Trevor Bauer could be behind the scenes working something out when everyone thinks that, hey, he's going to sign with the Angels or the Padres or the Mets. Look, Trevor Bauer, you know his antics. You know he's going to play this up. He's going to find a way to monetize this to try to continue to blow up his YouTube channel. And I do definitely think there's a possibility that you'll see these Dodgers and Trevor Bauer rumors start to gain momentum. I definitely think it's possible because it definitely does make some sense. Because if you think about it, it was recently reported that the Dodgers' first choice is to re-sign Justin Turner. So if that's their first choice, that means they don't want to trade for Arenado. They don't want to sign DJ LeMahieu. And by the way, I just think they better bring back Justin Turner. The more I think about it, he has to be at that ring ceremony, right? He has to retire a Los Angeles Dodger. He's still a great player. He can still help this team win another couple World Series. This is going to be me after they announce that he's re-signed with the Dodgers. So if the Dodgers bring back Justin Turner, they're going to have more than enough on offense to score enough runs to win another World Series. So how do you make a splash? Well, you do that by adding an arm. And to me, if you bring in a starting pitcher, you're going to add depth to that bullpen. You're going to send Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, possibly Julio Urias into that bullpen when it comes to October. And if it's me, I'm giving Julio Urias every opportunity to be a starter because we don't know what David Price is going to look like next year. He turned 35 in August. He's taken an entire year year off from being a starting pitcher in Major League Baseball, I don't think we can just assume that he's going to be a great starter for the Dodgers. I hope he is. I hope he wins a Cy Young, but I think the Dodgers really need to strongly consider bringing in another starting pitcher. Look, Dustin May is a budding superstar. To me, there's no question about it, but he's still in that development stage. He's still very young. And then Tony Gonsolin had his struggles in the postseason. Now, I think Tony Smokes is still going to be a valuable asset for this club. I still see him as a weapon, whether it be as a starter or as a bullpen piece. But if you're the Dodgers and you're asking yourself, what move could we make that could really improve this team, which could really put this team over the top? To me, it's not anything on the offensive side. It's nothing with the lineup. To me, it's with the starting pitcher. And Trevor Bauer, when you look at his year last year, he had the best year of his career. He'll be 30 as he heads into the 2021 season. Had a 5.882 strikeout to walk ratio. That's good for 6th in all of Major League Baseball. Had 100 punch-outs to 17 walks through 73 innings pitched. And last year, he set career highs in strikeout rate, walk rate, ERA, FIP, WHIP, batting average against, ERA plus. He had a 91% strand rate. And also, he was limiting that hard contact better than he had his entire career. And you know how Andrew Freeman covets that spin rate. And he does that at an elite level. So if you're Andrew Freeman, he's a guy that you want to possibly bring in if you can get him at the right price. And with Trevor Bauer, he's talked extensively about wanting to sign those short-term deals. He's even talking about signing one-year deals. But also, if you're Trevor Bauer, this is the highest your stock is probably going to get. You're going to be 30 going into next season. Will you sign a deal like MLB trade rumors suggested, a 4-year, $128 million deal that they predicted that he would sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers? I don't think the Dodgers will commit that long to Trevor Bauer, but I could see them signing him for 2 years with an extremely high AAV, maybe 2 years, $80, $90 million, something in that range. Because if you bring Trevor Bauer in this current rotation, I'm telling you, this Dodger team would be unstoppable. You got Bauer and Buehler and Kershaw, the three-headed monster at the top of your rotation. And then David Price, if he works out, you have another Cy Young winner right there. And then you have Dustin May and Tony Gonsolin, who are only going to get better. And then Julio Urias, maybe this is the year he assumes that role as a dominant starter. He's just 24. So the history of the Los Angeles Dodgers says you win with pitching, and for them to bring in Trevor Bauer on a short-term deal, I think that's something that's within the realm of possibility. Look, last year the Dodgers, they had a big offer for Garrett Cole. They had a big offer for Anthony Rendon. It's not like they're not trying to sign these free agents. They were just lucky to make that trade for Mookie Betts and then give him that 12-year, $365 million deal. So I fully expect the Dodgers to kick the tires on a Trevor Bauer deal if it makes sense for them. I don't think it's impossible. I definitely think that if there's a team out there that's going to sign Trevor Bauer, it's going to be one of these big market teams, because Trevor Bauer understands that, hey, I want to go to a big market because I want my brand to blow up as well. And there's only a couple teams that can provide those opportunities, and the Dodgers are definitely one of them. Look, the Angels, they're not Los Angeles. The Anaheim Angels, I still call them that because they're still a relatively small market franchise. The Padres, yes, they're going to be the media darlings with Fernando Tatis Jr., but you have Clevenger out for a whole year. Do the Padres have enough to win the World Series next year? And yes, the Mets make sense. You pair him with Jacob deGrom. I definitely think the New York Mets are very much in the mix for Trevor Bauer, but I just wouldn't rule out Andrew Freeman and the Dodgers making a Bauer move. I definitely think it's possible. Can you imagine the pitching knowledge in that Dodgers clubhouse with Clayton Kershaw, with Walker Buehler, Trevor Bauer, Mr. Driveline himself? Look, he can help other pitchers on the roster potentially. So I definitely think it's a move the Dodgers are going to consider. I don't think it's a guarantee. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I know that Andrew Freeman won't go into next season without making a splash of some sort. That's my prediction. I think he makes a splash of some sort, and Trevor Bauer will definitely be that splash. And I don't think he'd sign him to a contract that would limit his flexibility in the future, that would prevent him from signing Corey Seager or Walker Buehler or Cody Bellinger or any of this young core. So I think Andrew Freeman is up to something. I definitely see him making a move this offseason. But let me know down below in the comments, do the Dodgers need Trevor Bauer? Should the Dodgers consider signing Trevor Bauer? And then give me your prediction. Where will Trevor Bauer end up next season? Let me know down below in the comments. And be sure to head over to GearUp.la. For all the latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to www.gearup.la. Today I've got my Joe Kelly Nice Swing pitch shirt. Super soft, super comfortable. Lots of great designs over there. So definitely go get some tees, get some hoodies, get some mugs. They have all kinds of stuff over at GearUp.la. But thanks again, as always, for rocking with us here on the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. You can follow me me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and then most importantly, I want all your takes right down below in the comment section. Give me all your takes on Trevor Bauer down below in the comment section. And as always, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.